Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time to need run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes now, putting us at 403 over 420. Now only 17 days away on the Alt Path like streak goal. Thank you very much for making that possible. Hope your weekends are going off to a great start. Here's your picture of the day, submitted here by C Hedgehog on the Sinvicta subreddit. The title thread was, it's her 21st, and then in the thread, they said, hello Mosh Pit, this is my first post here on the subreddit, but I wanted to make one and ask if you guys could wish my wonderful girlfriend a happy birthday. I'm a huge fan of Sinvicta and the Binding of Isaac. While she doesn't totally get all of it, she loves to watch me play and watch Sinvicta videos with me. She's been nothing but wonderful and loving and supportive, so please wish her a happy birthday. Well, happy birthday to your girlfriend. You didn't put her name on there, but we'll just say to C Hedgehog 4898's girlfriend. Thank you both very much for the support and for the wholesome meme. We really appreciate that. Wholesomeness honestly just truly wins out whenever you're talking about memes of the day. Today is going to be Victor 89 X-Ray Zulu Tango Ox. Well, we got the Soul Locket, and we also have the Glowing Hourglass. So interesting. We've got good starting stats here, thanks to us having. Well, I take it back. I don't know if it's thanks to us having the Soul Locket, but oh wow, this is going to be nice. Wow, and then of course we also have the Glowing Hourglass, so we're going to start off with Tears and Range, and then another Tears and Range upgrade. Holy moly. Already we're cooking here. So the Soul Locket is a passive item that's going to allow Eden to gain random stats every time he picks up a half Soul Heart or a regular Soul Heart, or a full Soul Heart, whether it be a Demon Soul Heart or a Light Soul Heart or whatever you want to call it, just a regular Soul Heart. And it's very good. It's one of those secondary stat givers that you all know I love, and it's very much akin to the Candy Heart, which works for red hearts. Soul Locket works, of course, for the Soul Hearts that I just got done talking about. And, you know, I wish that we would have more of those type of items in Repentance, but when they do show up, it makes it all the more specialer. That's right, specialer. And then, of course, our active item is going to be the Glowing Hourglass, which is going to allow us to rewind and undo anything if we happen to take bad damage or something like that, or we can take pills that if they don't particularly agree with us, we just say the heck with that and just try again. And then once we are out of charges on the Glowing Hourglass, then we can just simply get the regular Hourglass, and then it recharges after we go to the next floor. So all in all, a fantastic start here. I mean, 3.43 tears, 3.29 on the damage is a little bit low, but that's going to be that is a very easily fixable problem. And it seems to have been the case lately for the last couple of runs here. We haven't really had any of the stats that are truly just like balling out of control early on. They've been slow grinders, I think is the best way to describe them. Love to get a bomb here because obviously a bomb holds the world of possibilities for us. But with this amount of tears early on, we're going to be able to pretty much stand our ground and fight against anything that comes our way, which is always good. We don't have to really kite too much, although, of course, you want to stay relatively good at positioning. You don't want to take bad damage, etc., etc. If we do happen to take bad damage, we can just undo it with the Glowing Hourglass. So it's going to be very difficult for the game to find sort of a foothold. To find sort of a foothold on us this early on here with the overwhelming amount of advantages that we've got going for us right now. Got the Gulp Pill, so obviously there's no reason for us to undo that. We're going up against Baby Plum here, which shouldn't be a big deal. Trying to keep her pretty much. Now this is a dangerous way to play it, but you can try to keep her kind of levitating right in front of you. That way she's not bouncing all around the place. She's actually surprisingly easy to push back if you have the shot speed and the tears rate, which we do. So you just kind of like stonewall her there, and then she just can't do anything. Good movement speed. I mean, this is the start. This is the start that dreams are made of, in terms of our stats anyway. We'd like a little bit more damage, but hey, you know, there ain't no complaints here. Could take Wub Wub. I'm going to go ahead and take Pinky Eye, though. The added poison damage is kind of nice, and I don't think there's any way for us to get anything here. Yeah, everything is locked behind rocks or whatever. So, yeah, we'll just head on down. It's kind of a shame because there's potentially a lot of stats right there with that tinted rock and all those bombs, but what can you do? We're going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from one of the most underrated items in all of Isaac. That was, of course, focusing largely upon Esau Jr., which appeared later on in that run, but definitely worth the discussion, because Esau Jr. is just so good. I mean, I showed pretty nicely in that episode how versatile it can be. You get an extra life, you basically get a soft reroll, and the game has to beat you twice, and that's a really good spot to be in. So I obviously really love the art that Alex did. Make sure you go follow Agramonopolis. You can find all of his links down below every time he does one of the thumbnails. Every now and then there's a thumbnail that he hasn't done. Dude, what was that? Every now and then there's a thumbnail that he hasn't. Every now and then there's a thumbnail that he hasn't done. That's either because it was too late for us to convene about the art, or he just simply was taking a break. But anytime that you see any of the art that he's done, all of his contacts can be found down below in the YouTube information box. But the question of the episode, this one coming in from Marcos Cannon, who said, question of the episode, what is your expectations for the new like streak goal? I'm so pumped for it, and I hope all the Mosh Pit is excited as I am as well. Yeah, I think that, it's going to be a very successful like streak goal for a couple reasons. Namely is because we have not had a theme week in quite a while. Probably I don't know, it might be close to a year coming up. Someone look up the last time that we actually had a theme week for a like streak goal. I think it was the TM trainer runs, and that was a long, well, it feels like a long time ago, but it was probably only 6 months ago. I think that this one's going to be very popular. Obviously, people want me to go alt path all the time because they just want to see something different, or they want to see me challenged. And you combine that with forcing me to take all unidentified pills, and it's going to be a spicy one. As we're going to pick up, ooh, nice. We're going to pick up a Holy Light. We might as well go finish off this room here, and hopefully we'll get some movement speed. It would be a nice little boost to our survivability. Not that we really need a whole lot of help here. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, we can take both of these. I'm not going to take them until after we walk out and walk back in. Reason being is because I don't want to undo in here and then have to redo the lust fight. So friends till the end, and one that makes you larger. Yeah, no. I know it may seem like something it's really asinine to undo, to use our last charge on something like one that makes you larger, but it is, as you saw last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, in the large and in charge episode, where we had just so many size ups, it gets really bad, and it's very difficult to dodge stuff. So I would prefer. I mean, I'm not going to take damage against Old Dookie here, especially with Holy Light. I'm going to grab Cat of Nine Tails, so I don't have any reservations about using the Glowing Hourglass, and we get a non-Devil Deal, which is. Yep. So if you ever wanted to see whenever we talk about missing 100% Devil Deal, this is what missing 100% Devil Deal looks like. That right there. And it's utterly ridiculous. You fight and claw your way all the way to the first floor boss without taking damage on your red hearts. And then you get left with basically nothing. But at least we got stats. And we got movement speed, so I'm not going to go into the shop. There's really no point. We can't afford anything anyway, so we really need bombs. Since we're here, we might as well go into the curse room. And yeah, we get a bomb. Is it worth losing a whole soul heart? Probably not. Yeah, it's not. It's just not. I mean, the charge on the Glowing Hourglass is very valuable as well, obviously. But I'm confident that we don't need to be so we don't need to be so conservative with our use of our Glowing Hourglass, just because we have so many things going for us right now. I have confidence that we are going to be able to plow through a lot of the early game challenges here. Negative luck. I wish we would get a little bit of luck so we can have a higher proc rate on the Holy Light, if it does work like that, which of course there's no real way to figure that out. I think it does have something to do with it, and that's one of the questions you want to ask Zombolis whenever we do our next interview coming up. I think it's time. I'm trying to get a hold of Ed as well. I mean, I've spoken to Ed, but he's obviously extremely busy with everything. So, but I would like to have a little powwow, maybe like a 30-minute to an hour conversation with Ed, seeing how he's feeling about the Repentance Plus release and everything, and, you know, maybe if he wants to talk about Mugenics and anything else he's got coming down the pipeline, that'd be cool. It'd be neat to catch up. The last time that we officially spoke to Ed here in the Mosh Pit was for the Repentance release, and that was like, what, 4 years ago now. Good Lord, man. Cannot believe it's been that long. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, well, now we're getting a little crazy here. Now it's getting kind of spicy. Sun card, I'm going to save that for the next floor. Yeah. Polyphemus, I mean, we did kill our tears rate quite a bit, but look at our damage. I mean, 18.58 damage. Yeah. And use friends till the end. They're just going to murder the rest of this room here. Man, oh man, oh man. And we get our bomb back, so. Yeah, it would be great to reconnect with Ed, to do an interview with him. Maybe take some questions from the Mosh Pit. Obviously, it wouldn't be a live thing. I don't think anyway, but I'll ask him. I'll see if he's able to. I mean, heck, I'm just privileged to. I'm just thankful and to have the privilege of being able to speak to Zombolis and Ed and anyone else working on Isaac and beyond. I mean, it really is great being able to talk to people who are actively involved with the game. Gonna be a little bit dicey here with Blue Peep because both of the eyes are already unlocked for him, but as you can see, we're just chunking him down here. Big time snowballs, golf balls even, of they're snowballs with golf balls in them. Tears, thanks to Polyphemus. I am gonna go into the shop real quick, and it's disappointing that there's no, what is this? We'll save the keys. All right, so what's nice about the Sun card and the glowing hourglasses, watch this. So we can see the map. It's like, oh, hey, okay, we got a secret room up here. Yeah, we got a mini boss. Okay, good. Then there we go. So we can always have mapping now without ever having to use our Sun card, and it's just a neat little trick. You can do many things with the ability to rewind in this game. So if you ever wanted to, we know that the item room is on the northeast side. We know the boss is on the southwest side. We know that there is a secret room right there. Not that I would have ever had to need that anyway, because obviously this is a high percentage wall. But for those of you who want to practice learning your secret room locations and that sort of thing, it's a good way to verify. Okay, we get 1 bomb for 2 here. It's not bad, but we have to go through the hassle of taking down these jerks with the button spawns. Actually surprised that missed. So if we can get just a little bit more damage, I know that may seem crazy to ask for more damage than we already have right now, but we are absolutely cooking right now with just base Polyphemus damage. If we end up adding more damage to this, holy moly. And another thing to keep in mind is that because we have Soul Locket going all the way back to the start of this Eden run, if we have Soul Locket and that starts giving us damage, that's going to get multiplied by Polyphemus as well. And oh my gosh, we got actual piercing. Holy moly. And Spectral Tears as well. Wow, this is a brutal build here. Because now the pseudo piercing that we have from Polyphemus is now just straight up piercing, and it's spectral. That's huge. All right, so I'm gonna pull the plug here on. Excuse me. I was trying to wipe my eye, and those spiders spawned. There was box, and we're gonna get an HP upgrade, and look at that, beautiful. Did a damage upgrade. We had just a whole bunch of upgrades there from Pandora's box, as well as, again, just talking about if we get any sort of damage upgrade from if we get any sort of damage upgrade from the Soul Locket, it's just going to be even more damage that we can multiply with Polyphemus. So if we can get 20 is the magical number, I think. 20 or 21 is the magical one-shot number of most of these mobs. Then we don't have to worry about them lingering and persisting. Yeah, we demand perfection here. There we go. Spectral Tears is going to allow us to sit back and just take pot shots behind environmental objects. Again, remember, we still have the mapping from the Sun card, so we will always know exactly what's on the map and where we need to go, which is real nice. Look at this. We get to slow down Frail because he's coming in way too hot. You need to calm down there, son. Yeah, this is just absolute chunkage here. There we go. That's what I was really waiting for, was a proc from a Holy Light. Get a Tears upgrade and shot speed upgrade. No Devil Deal, and that's fine. All right, so we're going to go in here and use the Sun card. And let's take a good look at the map. So, item room on the left. Everything we need to go to is on the top right, so we just undo that. And yes, that does refund the time that it takes as well. Ourselves a Bumba. Spend one bomb and maybe 2 keys here. Let's see if we can get a key here first from this stone chest. Okay. We'll try it. It hasn't cost us anything, really. Yeah, we got our bomb back. It's fine. We end up losing a key, but that's okay. So have plenty of time to make for boss rush, is what I like to see. Could use a little bit more movement speed, but that's a very minor complaint here. Honestly, I thought about undoing that, but I know that we haven't gone to the curse room yet, so it wasn't even worth the key that it cost us to get in there. We get an Ansa's room, which is even better, honestly, than the Sun card. So I'm just going to burn the Sun card. Because now the Ansa's room will show us not only will it show us the secret room, but it'll also show us the super secret room and the entire map. You know what? I don't feel like going in this room anymore. You guys can have this room. I mean, and that's just how it be sometime, you know? That's just how it be. Sometimes there's a room that just takes way too long, or I just don't feel like doing it, and you just bomb your way out of there if you have the extra bombs. Playing like that, making those decisions is intelligent play. Sometimes you don't want to mess with, you know, possibly taking damage, or sometimes that you're just not feeling it, or if a room is just super annoying, there's no one telling you can't go. Okay, now that would be ultra lazy. I'm not going to do that. It's our only bomb. Let's not be ultra lazy here. We're still going to have to go through those rooms anyway. I'd rather use a bomb like here and get a soul heart. Yeah, look at that. Damage upgrade and another range upgrade. Soul Locket really, really, really taking off for us. We got plenty of time for boss rush here. Don't want to rush it, but we also don't want to lollygag either. Black Candle would be awesome if we can get it. Okay, so we need one more scent. Can we get the scent over here? Black Candle would make it to where we don't have to worry about curses anymore. Not that we've had any curses on this run anyway. And no, unfortunately, we wouldn't get stat ups from the Black Candle Soul Heart that we get. Chariot card doesn't really help us here. We can use it against the boss. It's 1 cent game is all we're asking for. Don't make me go back there and get that 1 cent. Emperor card. You're gonna make me go all the way back there. You get 1 cent, aren't you? Well, the Chariot card did absolutely nothing. Here we go. Synth Oil, it's going to be a huge damage upgrade and range, and we get Void too. Oh man. I think we got to take Void. Got to take Void. Unfortunately, we cannot void the Glowing Hourglass. I mean, we can, but you don't want to. Don't really need the Ensa's Rune. I do want to go back and get Black Candle. We're going to have to hurry, though. All right. 3rd time's the charm in this room here. Can't believe you schmucks over here maybe come all the way back just to bomb this 1 cent. And we could go and void Bumbo. Yeah, that's just free stats right there. Yeah, so we have Black Candle. Obviously, as you just got done seeing, we don't have we don't get the stat ups from getting the Soul Heart off of Black Candle. That would be pretty lazy for me not to go back here and void Bumbo. I would do it. I wouldn't do it based solely off of laziness, but it would be because I'm trying to make boss rush. There we go. So we got a shot speed and luck upgrade. Not the greatest. We could have blown up some of these fires here, just shot them down. To try to get the penny. We could have also done the mob trap room, but wasting a lot of time here. And no, I'm not going to use the Emperor card to go try to get boss rush. So that is a big waste, because not only if we did that, yes, we would technically have a good chance of getting boss rush, but we would also be giving up everything else on the floor. We don't want to do that. No, thank you. Okay, so we're going to be looking for the mom fight. We got to be looking for the Fool card. We've got Void now. Void is going to allow us to consume all passive items for random stats. And if we consume an active item, that's going to give us the power of said active item. So we could have used Void on the Glowing Hourglass, and that would have given us the Glowing Hourglass effect, except it would just undo it. So yeah, there's no reason to. Let's put it that way. Get a free PH Dizzle right here. Get a Joker card. We're going to have to wait on that, though. Going to be close. And what we can't be doing is we can't be finding all these dead ends here, game. We've got the damage to make it. We just got to go the right way. Oh, you. Okay. Those linger spikes. Linger bean, we got those linger spikes. Got a minute and a half. Dude. They're throwing every single... Okay. All right. Let's stop this. Let's stop this bad damage here. You got your damage game. Congrats. You got your damage. Happy for you. Holy Light, we need you. There you go. Take the damage upgrade here from the negative. It's 2.11 damage. And I mean, honestly, none of these are great for us. We can void everything. I don't think it's going to give us Yum Heart. We do want the Tears upgrade from Ouija board. We could potentially get more than that, though. Or we get nothing. Okay. Well, at least we can go get PhD now. I'm not exactly sure what Void decided to void there. Yes. So we'll take that. We get a luck upgrade. We've already identified one pill here. Hematemesis doesn't really help us at all. There are enough hearts here on the ground to make me want to try to do the Sacrum Shuffle. Especially since we didn't qualify for a Devil Deal. Let's go see what's inside of our item room first. Got a Gulp Trinket, or a Gulp Pill, we've already seen that one. Honestly, Celtic Cross is fine. It also gives us 2 or 3 for Seraphim. I'm honestly shocked that you guys lived through that. We can use the Hematemesis pill inside of the Sacrum Shuffle, and that would give us an extra tap or 2. We can also go inside of the boss trap room. We're gonna do this. This is a little bit risky. There we go, old bandage. There you go, old bandage. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Hematemesis pill in there. So we just gave ourselves a whole bunch of other upgrades, and then what we can do is we can go in here. It's not HP, but it's tears. Yeah, we can't take any of these. We cannot take either one of these because then we can't play the we cannot play the Sacrum Shuffle. And we still can't. Looking for a Seraphim item here, and that is not going to be a Seraphim item. Walk out, walk back in, grab the heart just in case something bad happens. Don't need to be fighting Uriel. And we were really hoping for the soul hearts there. There's the rest of the money. Sometimes, by the way, sometimes the money doesn't move like that, and you'll walk over like one penny, and all of a sudden it just gives you 30 cents out of nowhere. It's because it's stacked on top of each other. There's no soul heart. We've already picked up the soul heart inside of the shop, so let's go see if there's one in the curse room. Huge tears uphill. But we're already capped because of Polyphemus. Got the Emperor card. Let's go fill up our HP. Okay, so we're not in the best of situations right now. It was a calculated risk for us to use for us to go through the hassle of doing the Sacrum Shuffle. But with the amount of damage that we have, and we also have Void being able to hopefully help us, I think, regen some health. I don't know for sure if we are going to get the Yum Heart effect or not, but either way, we still have a ton of damage. The damage is going to keep us safe, and let this be the quintessential reminder for everyone out there that safety is in damage. And if you can kill stuff before they can hit you, guess what? No damage. All right, we got to lock in though. It's very easy for us to just throw away basically 1 HP. So we got to be tuned in. We have Red Stew ticking for us. So that's going to do an absolute butt ton of damage. We just got to be locked in on the dodging. And then if we can just get a Soul Heart or two or a Tinted Rock or something like that, not only will we, of course, stave off death, but we also don't have to worry, or we also get extra stats there courtesy of Soul Locket. The Emperor card is our ace in the hole we can use inside of the Dark Chest. Now, if we had more HP, I wouldn't mind just skipping straight to the land, because we definitely have the damage. Just the lack of HP is that's the only kicker here. You gotta have confidence in your damage. Dude, I don't know what it is with spikes lately. The dime sound? Fortunately, there's no judgment or anything that we can play. Tried my best to walk into that shot. Now, we do have duality, and honestly, if we can get an angel deal, a Seraphim transformation wouldn't be the most terrible thing. We would be able to get flying, and on top of that, it does give us an HP upgrade. I'm going to keep on moving here, try to find the boss room, and of course, we go every wrong way but the right one. All right. Here we go. All right. Wasting our red stew. Gotta love it. How does he do it? How does he do it? Well, since we're wasting time... Oh, wow, really? Okay. I thought for sure that was a secret room. We got a Tinted Rock here. We get a movement speed upgrade. That's very nice. I know the boss room's not down there, so I didn't bother going into the skinny room. We finally make it to the boss room here. That's a brown champion. You don't see those very often. A turdy champion? Wow, dude. Wow, that schmoove and a half. Oh, man. I've never seen that one blast assist. Wow, that was a schmoove of epic proportions right there. Holy smokes. Wow. I mean, I'm just in awe of that one. All right, let's not let that tilt us now. But man, that was something else. So the reason why I went for the angel deal there was obviously because I wanted to get the Seraphim transformation. We can use AWAS. We can just go straight to Shoal. I don't know how smart that is, though. They would use it for the crawl space, and maybe, no, some bombs. Yeah, looking for the Seraphim transformation. We wouldn't have had enough HP to take anything out of the Devil Deal anyway, so there's no reason to go in there, unless, of course, we knew that there was going to be 9 lives or something, which we didn't. Can't go into the curse room. Obviously, that is just death. Still pretty peeved about that blast assist schmoove, not gonna lie. Arcade could potentially be nice if there's a fortune telling machine in there. There's not. I was hoping there might be a judgment in there as well, but we barely got one floor. There goes our double deal shot, by the way. We barely got 1 floor and a half out of Red Stew thanks to our amazing mapping. So mad about Blast Assist, not gonna lie. That Soul Heart was everything. It's super important. Yeah, there is a boss trap room, so if we do lose this HP, or maybe we can bomb our way in there. Can. So if we get an HP upgrade here, and it's Marrow. So Marrow is going to give us almost better than an HP upgrade, because now we can go into the curse room, maybe. Oh, no, that's actually not true. I mean, we could, but then we lose it. So this Bone Heart's very important now. Acts as a soft HP upgrade for us. Oh my god. Gertie, need you to calm down. We've already lost our devil deal. Chill. But we can do is we can go tap this. We can go tap this mimic chest. You just saw this. You saw the shield come up there. That was from Celtic Cross. Okay, so there's another sack room here. If we get enough red hearts, this bone heart could lead us to paradise here. And we can make up for... Really, the game can make up for its past transgressions here. But we need a lot of hearts. I mean, a lot of hearts. Like 10 of them on the ground. Because one thing we don't want to do is we don't want to lose this bone heart. This room is just hell. I'm not going into the Eye of the Storm. Those shots extend much further than you can see where they are. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, how far those things will travel in those tiny planet shots. Yeah, you know our damage is high when we can one-shot the Fat Isaacs. Okay, there's another heart there. So every heart we keep on the ground is more taps that we can possibly use on the sack room shuffle. The question is, if we do somehow manage to luck out and get an angel deal or devil deal here, it's going to be one or the other. Do we go... I mean, if we get the choice, we got to go for the angel deal, just for the Seraphim transformation at this point. But we didn't, so it is a moot point. Because there's only a couple of hearts here. Now, another thing we could do, this is just me thinking aloud here, is if we get lucky enough with the old bandage procs, potentially we could play the Sacrum Shuffle enough to actually get a payout here. There's another half heart here, which is nice. Care about that key. So we might as well roll the dice here. Let's see what's in this last room over here. There's another heart there, so it's 1, 2.5. We need a lot more than that. Okay, a half heart is just as good as a full heart in bone hearts here. Get a soul heart. That's good. We're not gonna touch that with a 10-foot clown pole. At least not right now, anyway. Not gonna go in the curse room. That's foolish. We would lose the bone heart and basically any advantage that we have here. So I'm gonna go grab the far away heart. And we're having to do a lot more gaming on this run than originally intended here because of the low life situation. But again, you're seeing how powerful our damage is, and just keeping us safe. Come on, old bandage. We need you to step it up here, son. We need to make a big time play. There we go. That's why it's a little bit of a shame that we didn't get Gimpy, because Gimpy could also play a huge part in this. We have a double activation chance with Gimpy and Old Bandage. As in, whenever we take damage, we have a chance of either getting a red heart or a soul heart. Okay, we get a random chest. We got another heart. We get another one here. Okay. Let's grab that. Fine. We get teleported and we get Jar of Wisps. I mean, we can void Jar of Wisps, I guess. There we go. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we did it. We had Blood in the Martyr, which does not count towards Stigmata, or does not count towards Seraphim, but it does give us a massive amount of damage here. But unless if we get lucky, I don't think we're going to be able to finish off the full taps here. Nope. It was close, though. It was close. We gave ourselves the biggest opportunity we could to get Seraphim there, and that's honestly really encouraging. Because we really did not have any shot of doing that. We gotta... Okay. It may not be done yet. If we get enough soul hearts from here, we can go straight to Lamb, and that would also be huge. Fortune telling machines, everybody. They are disappointing. Okay, 2 bombs left. We could try to bomb a mushroom or do something crazy like that, but yeah, I think it's over. And I'm not going to go in the curse room again. I'm willing to test our metal here with our damage, than risk everything. All right. Reason why we have the Emperor card here is just to make sure that we can go straight to the boss on the next floor. We cannot lose this Bone Heart. Bone Heart is everything. And that was just satisfying. Okay, we get a little bit of a reprieve there. Of course, this is Shoal, and everything loves to run right at you, so we do not have the new... That's one stat that we've been lacking very badly on this run is movement speed. But if we have a way to make up for it, it's our damage. Yeah, it's making dodging in rooms like that very bad. Also, let's stop getting these demons here, game. Jar Wisps and Void. Very nice little combo there. Get a Soul Heart. Very nice. We get a damage upgrade and luck upgrade. You're still chucking beach balls at these bosses here. Sometimes there's a Tinted Rock in here. This time there's not. Yeah, this didn't look like the right way to go for the boss. I was looking at the map here. Didn't really feel it. I keep on using Void as we keep getting more and more jars or wisps. Now, unfortunately, they're not adding to the jar of wisp total. We're just getting 1 wisp and that's it. We're not getting like multiple wisps at a time here, which I feel like it's a broken interaction, but I could be wrong. We lose the Soul Heart there, no surprise. Yeah, it's a funny game. Oh, he's dead. I didn't know we got the other one. Gotta hold strong here. I don't know about that hit there on the Bone Heart. Take out the Bomb Fly. You're seeing how bad it is with this lack of movement speed here. There we go. Got a half heart. Good enough. Yeah. Now this fight is going to come down to how often we get a proc from Holy Light. And let's see if the Devil Dew items can help us out here. No. No. Ooh, man, that is tough. We go from taking 4 hits down to 1 hit and death. We would get hit 1, 2, 3 times. We get 3 hits then death versus 1 hit then death. But we have sulfur and brimstone. Man, that is tough. If we take sulfur, I believe that we keep the bone heart. If that's the case, then we get 2 hits instead of 1 hit and death. I believe that this goes to the bone heart. I believe this doesn't go to the bone heart. I believe this goes to one of our red heart containers, not the bone heart. If this preserves the bone heart, then we're fine. I think. Okay, yeah. We should be good then. Still going to be dependent on how many times we get Holy Light to proc here. Okay, the body's down. What was that? That shot just went right through him, game. Oh my god. Okay. Wow, that was pretty contentious at the end there, not gonna lie. But again, our damage was able to pull us through there, and it was a difficult decision to take sulfur, but once I figured out that the bone heart was still going to be active there, as a no-brainer, because then brimstone keeps us safe, and we don't have to worry about too many times proccing, because this is going to proc all over the place with how many activations we have with our damage and brimstone. So tons of damage. Thank you, Polyphemus. Thank you, Holy Light, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everyone. Whew, that was a barn burner on a Friday. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you click that like button. And of course, if you're not subscribed here already, trying to hit 400,000 subs this year. That'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get there. So thank you for watching, everyone. Click that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Have a great weekend, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Raphael Lindemann, Oliver Wendt, and Dina. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of tonight's episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.